Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Chiktatmananji's inspiring book Learn to Live, Volume 2, Chapter 5, Transformation Through Prayer. In this chapter, we will learn all about prayer. Sri Ramakrishna says, firm faith in God can work miracles. Such a devotee is all-powerful. Without such faith, man is rendered weak. Certainly, faith is life. Lack of faith is death. Swami Vivekananda says, quote, when we have known the nature of the soul, hope comes to the weakest, to the most degraded, to the most miserable sinner. Unquote. Ask, and it shall be given unto you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, it shall be opened unto you. The Bible. I reside in the hearts of those who intensely yearn for me. The Quran. Mahatma Gandhiji says, quote, the purpose of prayer is to awaken the divinity in the depth of our heart. He who has realized the efficacy of prayer can live for days together without food, but without prayer he cannot live even for a moment. Prayer is the breath of his life. Man's need for prayer is as great as his need for bread. As food is necessary for the body, prayer is necessary for the soul. I have not a shadow of doubt that the strife and quarrels with which our atmosphere is so full today are due to the absence of the spirit of true prayer. Mahatma Gandhiji continues, true prayer never goes unanswered. When the mind is full of prayerful thoughts, everything in the world seems good and agreeable. Prayer is essential for progress of life. Unquote. Appeal to God. Prayer is appeal to God. Prayer is the medium through which we express our inner feelings, having firm faith in God. Just as we ring up our friend and communicate an urgent message, so do we communicate with God through prayer and bare our heart. It is a sacred dialogue with God. Prayer is direct speaking with God. This is the essence of prayer. There is no doubt about the existence of an indefinable, mysterious power which pervades everything and controls this universe. Of course, at present, there are no techniques, no instruments, no gadgets which can prove the presence of God. In that sense, science has its limitations. But this power is immortal and infinite. It is God who is the controller of all the wonderful subtle laws of the universe, the coordination among the various units of the universe, like the sun, the moon, the stars, the Milky Way, the cycle of the seasons, the maintenance of the proportion of oxygen in the atmosphere, the fair and abundant supply of water, air and light in the world is controlled by the same power called God. It is the same power which is in charge of all the biological activities in each organism. We may worship this power as one with form or without it. Our biological activities do not depend upon our belief or lack of belief in God. God is extremely merciful. He has ensured that the heart of the atheist pumps blood in the same way as that of the theist or the believer. The biological activities in the butcher are as systematic as that of a gentleman. But peace of mind and real happiness depend directly on God's grace. God is the abode of peace and contentment, the treasure of joy and the ocean of happiness. An individual who firmly believes in God surrenders himself to His will and is never deprived of the festival of joy. Such a devotee unceasingly pleads and prays to his chosen deity in a humble manner. His heart is ever filled with prayerful and grateful feelings. God is all-powerful. His kindness has no limits. If He is pleased, dead wood will blossom, barren land will turn fertile. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.